Yes, the question is simple. How do you guys get homes sold? You rarely, if ever, have any price reductions. How do you do that? And it's a simple question, but kind of a long answer. And you'll notice there's preparing for buyers and there's preparing to sell. I like to call it sellerizing it. And of course, our team does the professional everything: the photography, the videography, the copywriting, the staging, the curb appeal. There's listings that we take where we won't list the home until the seller does X, Y, and Z. That's not all of those things. I'm talking about even a mini renovation that we know is going to get a couple 100,000 more for the when you talk about the buyer getting into an emotional state, for the listing. And the interesting thing about it is sellers are emotional and they're tied to their home because they've been there sometimes 30, 40, 50 years. And so one of the first things that we do is we declutter, but we depersonalize. And again, when you're looking at a seller that's been there 40, 50 years, there's a lot of personal items. There's family photos. There's heirlooms in the house. There's things that from a fishing trip, all of that goes. What I like to say is, if it's going to go with you when you move, we remove it for the listing. So, and there might be some other things that, like a real fancy espresso machine, you're taking that with you when you move. We are not having that on the counter when you go to sell. So there could be repairs that are done, renovation, maybe even a full-on remodel. But just stick with that. The declutter, absolutely, but depersonalize. Walk through your house and just think to yourself, if it's personal to me, it probably doesn't mean anything to somebody else.